Good morning, everybody. We are here. Let me just close the curtain back here. Maybe that would be a little bit better. I don't think people care, but I'm just wishing everybody a wonderful morning. I know the lighting is a little off in here. Let me see if I can adjust the blinds. It's a little off in here. Lighting is everything when you're showing up online. See if I can prop up. Yeah, that's a little better, but I'll have to think that's a little better. Let me see. Sorry about that crash. The things we do, guys, to get things in order. I don't know why I didn't just do that from the beginning. I just want to let some lighting. Okay, I'm here, guys. Good morning. It's actually 11 o'clock. Good morning, late morning. Showing up, being the change, we're the change that we would like to see showing up in our business. I want to thank everybody because some of you really tuned in yesterday. We discussed home business for moms, and it just lights up my heart. The options we can create for ourselves. Well, today I am reviewing a first impression of Farmasi's Eurofresh whitening toothpaste. It has miswak and date fruit, very interesting, in the cool mint flavor. I'm actually going to do a little chit chat. I'm getting ready. I'm going in for a half day today. So this is now my primary way to support my family as a work at home single parent that served in my community for 35 years. The first 5 years were retail, and then the 30 years that I served was with children's students, which are students and parents in the community. So I'm really happy to be here, guys. This is a dream come true, an absolute dream come true. So I'm doing a first impression. Good size tube of whitening toothpaste. Nothing overly, breaking the bank. That's why I'm in this. No trays, no peroxide, no, nothing harsh, just absolute deep clean, antioxidant effect. We'll have to leave some info about miswak and date fruit, and I'll leave you the description. So this is my first impression of Farmasi. They just released this, so it's exciting. It's a whole tube of a 46-ounce Eurofresh whitening, and we are in 39, correction, I said 30, 39 countries. So thank you. This is a dream come true. Let's see. I didn't put a lot on my toothbrush. I actually have to get batteries in my, let me put a little more. I have to get batteries in my electric one. So my daughter was giving me a little trouble. She's turning 6, but like the wake up has been rough. I don't know what it is. She pushes a lot at night. Raise your hand if you're a mom, and like calming down our kids as they get older at night. Always had a little bit of it in her, but I don't know what it is. So she's going through some kind of phase where she feels like it's like we've got to live while we're living kind of attitude. And so, okay, here we go. I put a little bit more. Okay, I'm not going to go all out right now while I'm speaking, but it's actually not overly minty. I would rate it medium in flavor. It's not like that stinging kind of mint. I can see the gentle part of it. Huh. First impression, it does have enough of a mint without being like overly, like I'm definitely not feeling a sting of any sort. I like it. It's in the middle. It's not probably like as strong as like a mouthwash, or like this is what I have been using, the Crest 3D White. So I'll give you an update with ongoing use. I have pretty white teeth as it is. Just excuse me, guys. So I'll give you an update. That's day 1. I've had braces as a child, but something's going on. My phone actually kind of like is like projecting. I don't know, is it me? It's just projecting my jaw, but maybe I'll, as I'm really coming on and getting into this, deeper into filming and appearing, showing up, I'm going to see if I can do more of a zoom. Oh, we can. Okay. So, sorry. So that's going to be definitely better. Now, I didn't do any skincare, guys, so I've got to hydrate. I'm on my tiptoes right now, too. So first impression, not overly mint, not too much. It's actually in the middle of the level of mint. Very refreshing. A little went a long way. But anyway, so I'm heading out for a half day. What do you have going today? Whatever it is, I wish everybody a great September, which is flying by. I'm going to go do some skincare and some basic base face. So all Farmasi products. I am looking for 5. My goal, let's set our goals. I'm looking for 5 women or men, 5 people to come on board with me. Come on in, everybody. The water's warm, as they say. The price is right. We are in 39 countries. Good morning. Oh, it's awesome to see my first viewer. I know I had a few yesterday, but I think they didn't want to, say anything. It was very quiet yesterday. So I'm actually going to, sometimes I do this. I'm going to actually pick up the camera and I'll escort you to my area. I'm going to get ready. I'm getting ready to go for a half day. But this is my primary business, which is Farmasi. And I am a sweeps writer, but that is more of like for me, a side hustle. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. So we're going to go now to my beauty area. And I'm getting ready for the day. Great to see you guys. Just let me illuminate this area a bit here. And I'm doing some basic skincare. We just put on the whitening toothpaste. Who can't use some whitening? My teeth are pretty white, but I didn't, how when Crest white strips first came out, the strips we use, I didn't like that overly white look. I'm looking for more of just like a very safe and natural way to whiten. Let me illuminate here. So where are you tuning in from? I love how YouTube is global. So YouTube, TikTok, I share out to Facebook. I'm on Instagram. My name is Kristen Almonte. I'm connecting. I'm so happy to connect with people, work with people. This is my dream online. I hope everybody is doing so well. Fort Lauderdale. I lived in Fort Lauderdale back in 2013. I actually left here in 2013 in the fall, and I lived in Fort Lauderdale for 2.5 years with family. But my first profession, coming online now after working decades, but my first profession is a teacher, and I just wasn't finding a lot of opportunities, so I ended up coming home. But I love the people down in the South. The South, unmatched for friendship. I made friends like so fast. Like I have a few friends here, but you could make friends so fast down there. I don't know, something about your attitude is so positive in the South. And I love your churches. So I was just really, pleased about that part of it. I don't like your traffic though, but I think that's the sign of the times everywhere. The traffic was something down there, and the safety too when driving. So I'm sure you could talk about that. I saw a few close calls because your speed limits are so much higher. I'm actually in Massachusetts, so that's where, this is my hometown. This is where I grew up, in the Rhode Island area. Actually, Rhode Island, which is 2 minutes away, and now in Massachusetts for the schools. You know, Massachusetts, you have some amazing schools, but you guys in Florida, I think they're now saying your colleges have made the top in education. I don't know about public schools down there because they weren't really doing well when I was there, but your colleges, I think, have made the top list in education, which is an honor. That's really awesome to hear. So I just put on, this is our age reverse. I'm using a bit of, we've got lines of skincare. I'm using a bit just to give a little shout out to what I'm using. Oh yeah, it wasn't always, but it is now. And I was a commuter down there, so it doesn't help. Like, I was living in West Palm Beach. I was living in Sunrise, Florida with my aunt. Then I broke out on my own and stayed with a roommate. Not in West Palm Beach. There was like a roommate. I temporarily was with a roommate. I forgot the name of the town. It was in the Southern Florida area. It was back in 2014 to 2016, like around there. And beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But if you start jumping, like Boynton Beach area, you start jumping, there was another popular area there. It's just I haven't been. So it's like once I came back here in 2016, that was quite a lot of time. It's been almost a decade that I've been there. But I did want to stay. I put in a very honest effort to stay down there. But it was a sacrifice because I didn't have, like, my profession is not really the thing down there. It's education, and it's a lot on a single income. There were more opportunities here, but it is, that's why I'm online. It is drying up a bit up here as well, especially with young children. I have a child now, and I went down there by myself in those years. Coral Springs. There's so many towns. Like, I was just actually studied the CDA. Yeah, it was the CDA because I'm a teacher. I went back to one of your colleges down there, and for a few months studied the CDA. And yeah, I used it briefly down there, but it just wasn't enough to live on. So I came online, and you know, it's the field of education is rough. I tell my family they'll do what, even up here now at this time, they'll do what they want with you. It's a reality. It's not like, you know, it's why I'm sitting here. The opportunities, like I said, are drying up. So anyway, I am going in part-time, but I'm showing these amazing products. So if you're looking or know someone, the company is called Farmasi, and I've been consistently showing up, speaking about it. I'm just like thinking to myself, I did my brows. My other staple is going to be hydration, so I will get into like this one. See, I'm jumping skincare lines, but it's all the same company. This is the Aqua line, and I swear by the calendula. This is also hydrating. I used to think about Florida, like, how are people getting by who live alone? I guess roommates is the answer, because I did temporarily have a roommate. So anyway, I have family down there, and I think what they did is they bought homes that, because my uncle, my aunt's husband, can construct and redo, like renovate homes. That's what they did. They would buy their homes in need of renovation, and he would do the renovations. From what I saw, he did that for his kids. And I think that's how some people do it. They get into a home, they renovate it. I mean, obviously, it's not cheap to renovate a house. So you have to be handy. If you can do that, you know, just use the gifts that God gave. That's awesome. So how are you guys? Have any of you ever considered working online? Please give me a chance to help if you are interested in something, because we don't just have skincare and the toothpaste like I just showed. We don't just have beauty, like I'm showing you the beauty because I use these products to get ready, but we have nutrition, vitamins, a men's line, and a home line, you know, which is good. So I basically came into this almost a year ago. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Like maybe end of October, it might be November, so almost a few more months. And this will be some CC cream. I've really met some wonderful people online too. So I'm showing up. I love connecting with people. Like the more I'm showing up for my business, the happier every day. I'm sorry, like this just looks like a wreck. The happier every day I feel. It really, like the more you show up, the more you really feel in your soul that it's possible to help others that are in need. You know, as a teacher, I was in need financially. I was in need of opportunity. And it's like, well, right now we're just creating the opportunity ourselves by being a user of these products that I'm already going to put makeup on. I'm just not funding Sephora and Ulta, you know. You're funding your own family. You're working for your own family. Big corporation, they have enough, don't they? They have enough. This is how we warm up our face. When your tan fades, you can just use bronzer. This particular one is called the Midnight Touch. It's like a liquid one, but we have some really nice shades, very simple. So basically going in half day, so I'm not going to like overdo it. It looks crazy right now, but it will definitely all blend together. So I'm really just enjoying beautiful weather up here in the Northeast. I know in Florida, you've got the humidity, but I just liked the relaxed attitude of the people. It was unmatched. It's funny, up here, it's so what everybody says, like people will like literally pretend they didn't see you and they're standing right in front of you. That's the Northeast. Like I'm from here and what you hear is true, but you know, obviously they're nice people, but it's not that people are trying to be cold or mean, but it's the culture. It's just the culture. But whereas in the South, it's more the culture. I mean, it could be changing a little bit, but because I'm thinking it's still 2024, no matter where we're living, but it's more the thing to do to be hospitable is what I felt down there. Like you guys pride yourself on being a little bit more hospitable. But different cultures here are like that. You can find pockets of different cultures that are still hospitable, but it's more maybe an old country thing. Like, you know, I just worked in a school system with a lot of Hispanic adults and children, and they were very, like, one morning, because they didn't have parking, it was a school in the middle of the city, I had to walk, and women that were Hispanic, they didn't speak my language. They were helping me walk on the ice. I never saw them before in my life. So that's what I'm saying. You can get people. This is why I love other cultures, because you guys, you just don't worry whether you know someone. Your guys are really open to friendships and to meeting different people. Like I am too. But I don't show a distrust or a coldness unless somebody gives me reason, you know. If they gave you the reason to be standoffish, then you can be standoffish. but they've got to give you a reason, or else I'm a really friendly person. But it depends on the region you're in. But there's pockets of friendly people, you know, in different places within different countries. I was watching a travel vlogger, probably if I wasn't working from home with products like this that I already use. Like all of these are all Farmasi. This is like the gel for the eyebrow. But I was watching her, and she was from Italy. I guess her dad was Italian, and her mom, no, reverse. Her mom was Italian, and her dad was German. And she's a YouTuber. She's a young girl. And she said that she lived in China. I guess her family, they were travelers. She's in, like, her great grandfather was like a big time politician. But anyway, I just got the gist of like who she was. I just caught her. And she said when she would travel from China back to Italy, there'd be pickpockets, there would be, just announcements in the airport of indecent exposure. Like I'm not trying to give Europe or Italy a bad name, but it was just, the point of the matter is it depends on your culture. But there are pockets of good people. But it was amazing seeing how she lived and was accepted in China. Like I just never would have thought, even China's not really on my radar, because like ever since the pandemic, it just was never on my radar. I never really heard of anybody saying, but that's an amazing country. The footage she showed me there was like something different about it in every region. Like it was really very eclectic, that country, from what she showed in her travel vlog. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I wasn't here, I'm a single parent up here now with my daughter, I would probably at some point, maybe, never say never, add travel, be a travel vlogger, or an influencer, travel influencer. I got into that discussion with someone in this company in Farmasi, because she actually took some training to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was like a cruise line or something. Because I said, where did you get that training? But my daughter's not old enough to travel. It's definitely, she comes with, it's a package thing at this point. I just can't think of that now. But all these opportunities kind of just blew up recently online. There's like travel vlogging. I'm just called an influencer of these products. And it's by no means just beauty, like I said. I mean, you can find anything and everything online, and that's kind of like the beauty of it for people. Oh, thank you. That you would actually talk to your wife about this stuff. You don't know what that means to me as just like a teacher, just kind of like at this point, a struggling teacher. I try to be the light for people, but I try to just tell people, really consider building something online, because we can't pass on our jobs to our kids, but we can. If I were to build something like this, an online business, you can pass to your kid, to your children to work in. But thank you so much. Oh, your makeup is sunshine water in a beard trimmer? Believe me, it took, after being away from makeup, it took a bit to convince myself. I actually came in more with the skincare. Probably as a guy, you could use a lot of the skincare that I'm using. We actually have more of things that are not makeup, even though I'm kind of just getting ready. I guess the makeup is like a chit chat kind of point for me. Yeah, we have wonderful things. You could probably use the meal replacement shake for protein as a guy, because it would keep you filled for the day. If you're, even if you're not doing physical labor, like you could mix it in. I mix mine in with my coffee, water smoothie. And coffee. We have coffee, instant coffee, and I'm really picky, and the stuff is actually good, and it has health benefits to it. So I could go in a little bit. I know I haven't been on this platform. I'm primarily on Facebook and Instagram, but I really love YouTube. I don't know why I kind of like just upload and don't come live, but I'm going to start coming live. Oh, you love the protein shakes? We have them and they're affordable. See, I'm not going to sell you something that is outrageous. It's affordable. So it would be wonderful. I'm looking for like 5 people to get this started because God is shutting the door. Like I tell my family, well, I applied, you know, to teach English, but everybody wants my job. They've bumped me. I teach English language learners. That was my passion, and that was my livelihood. I taught kids English of all different cultures. I love travel. I love different cultures. I'm a mix myself. When I first got out of college and started teaching, someone said, which was a weird question, they said, are you a minority? And I was like, do people really go around asking people that? That was the only time in my life somebody said that. And I'm like, a minority? Well, I know I'm an American. Maybe they were trying to sound educated. Like, that was just a weird question. But yes, for you, I will definitely come back. Thank you so much for that tip about what I could, you know, talk about on here too, because this is going to help people. This direct sales is the #1 because of affordability. You come in, you're at 50%. I just posted a video here on my channel that I had my collagen. Collagen's big. Is collagen big with men? I'm not really sure, but it can be used for joint health too, collagen. So it's for hair, skin, and nails, skin elasticity, and I think it's pretty much doing me pretty well. You know, I have had nothing done. Some of us still are cautious about that, even though we're in a society where it's like, just start going and getting these procedures, and I have had nothing done. So, you know, I don't blame anybody who does, but I just, you know, I had made a video too. I posted a video here on my channel that be cautious. Like, I don't think our eyes, nose, and throat, I don't think it was meant to just be injected. Even if they say it's like safe, like it wasn't really, you know, God didn't really mean for us to start going and using needles, because it's going to go somewhere, you know, it's going into your sinus cavity. So pretty much that's my base face. Not bad. I could sit here and go longer, but I do have to go to an assignment. I'm filling in. I'm basically a substitute. I'm filling in for others that are absent, because I'm in a desirable state that I want to be, but yet I have to take 2 exams and I don't have the certification. I have the certification in a state that I spent years working, but I want to since leave. So basically certified in Rhode Island, but working on mass certification. But really my dream, I'm not going to, you know, sugarcoat it. My dream is to work online. You're there for your kids. There's nothing better. You can pass this on. There are men. The beauty is that men come into this, like you said, your wife, men come into this, like my sponsor in this, her husband, you can work it out of the same house with 2 different accounts in this. So she just brought her husband in it. And I said, really, you can live under the same roof in this direct sales company and both get a kit? So you have 2 different income sources. In the past, many companies don't let you even do that. I was like surprised, but this one listens. It came over from Turkey, all EU standard products, been in business in Turkey 70 years, came to Florida. So, oh my God, I didn't even piece it together. You're in Florida. Their headquarters are in Florida. Their headquarters are in Miami. So it's called Farmasi, Farmasi. You guys could brand yourself right away, because you could probably drive from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. Their headquarters are there. So maybe you should check it out. Oh, you didn't have the startup. This one is so low. Like, you can get a kit in this one and get a free site for $20. Yes, Farmasi. Let me spell it. I really apologize. I don't even know how to answer on here. let me see. How do I've been coming on here, but I don't know how to answer you on here. Can I answer after I log on? Yeah, obviously. I will spell it for you, but they're located in Miami. I'm like kicking myself that I was in Florida, like I'm telling you, for 2.5 years. You could probably get an appointment to go in there, film a few clips, you and your wife, and be like the pharmacy go-to down there. Definitely find me on Facebook. It's Kristen Almonte. Definitely keep in touch with me, and please catch me on here. I'm sure, I can't even believe I didn't piece it together until a second ago that that's where they came over from Turkey. They're in Miami. So yeah, now you got me all excited because I was thinking, I was just living in Florida. I wish I was there, because that's what it is. You have to brand yourself. That's why they're actually going to have a convention, but in Vegas. But they do conventions, not conventions. They do events, I should say. They do events right in Miami. So please keep me in mind. So I'm just so excited. I know people are going to love the prices. That's why I would not be in this. But this is my love, and I'm just so happy. Well, yeah, I have a little problem with my foot too. I was born with mild cerebral palsy, but I've worked a full run 30, and that's not the reason. I want to be there for my daughter. I want to have time to live at my age. I work 30. This is going to be my 30th year in the schools. And I believe in the state I want to go to, they're only going to give me 5 more working years. They said I would have to go back to college. So see, when you work, I'm in my 30th year, they want you to go back to college. I've worked, 100 years, I guess it is for a teacher, I keep telling my family or my mom, I'm like, well, yeah, they raised the retirement age for teachers. Well, probably for all of us. But I've been hint told to go back to college. I mean, is that typical? Like, we do professional development, but they're hinting at, we'll give you the 5-year. I think the teachers that were grandfathered in the state, I actually live in the state I want to work, because I came from the state over in Rhode Island. So you just never know. This is just powerful. I enjoy connecting with you. So definitely keep in touch. I'm not a pushy person. I know you've seen a lot of people online, but I honestly enjoy connecting, especially it's the teacher in me. I enjoy connecting with people. I enjoy friendships. So I'm not going to just sit there and look for people to join me if that's not in their heart. I'm definitely a Christian person, and I know God will bring about the right timing for us. So it was really nice meeting you. And I'm going to finish putting the liner on, and I think I actually might be running late now. Let me check the time. I'm supposed to be there. Yeah, I have to get going. And I will catch you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be coming back too to do content with my friends, friends that are working from home, and share the value on interesting conversations about working from home. Okay, so I'm on Facebook. I don't even know if YouTube, I've been on YouTube for a while, and I don't think there's a way to speak to people one-on-one, because some people like more personal talk. So I'm on Facebook under Kristen Almonte. I'm on Instagram. TikTok is under that name. Okay, so I'll head out. I did looking a lot better. And I wish you a wonderful afternoon. So it's really exciting, and I can't believe you're right where the headquarters are. You got me so excited, because you don't ever have to worry about commuting to the events. The events are right there. So you learn something every day. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for tuning in. I'm kind of in my thoughts now. Catch you again.